Hello there, everybody. Welcome back for some more God of War 3. And we have another trial ahead of us. Not really much of a challenge, or really much of a trial either, but we have to prove our worth as a hero and destroy all the enemies to unlock this door. And now we have a new type of enemy, which I don't really recall the names of these guys, but essentially they're undead soldiers, just more armored up, and they have this stupid-ass slam attack that they do. They usually do that all the time. There's never really changes in them much. And these guys, I think you have to... Yes, okay. So, if you want to kill them, you have to essentially do it the same way you did back with... remember the Blade guys back in God of War 1? Yeah, those guys, those assholes. Yes, you have to get them in a stun state and then execute them that way, so... Which is one thing I do love, though. Like, in the beginning of, like, these God of War games, they give you enemies that you can just grab and just kill. But then armor enemies, you have to, like, beat down first and then do it. But the thing is, these guys don't really have any differences in executions. They're relatively just the same as they were before with, you know, their previous archetypes. I think they call them fiends. I don't really remember directly. I think you could just, yeah, you could straight up block that if you wanted to. You don't have to parry like I'm doing. Which is also great in God of War 3 too, is you get the fleet straight away, but of course you have to upgrade it, I believe, to get the parry, if I remembered. Yeah, I think you do. Which, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it's God of War 1 standards again. And then God of War 2, just, you have to go get the fleece before you even do that. Why am I spoiling God of War 1 and 2? Well, because, guys, this is God of War 3, so if you haven't played those games, that's on you. And I have done Let's Plays of them before. I've done all the way up to Chains of Olympus and now, so yeah. Yeah, I skipped on Betrayal for obvious reasons. I don't have a copy of it, and there's no way I know of getting it besides possibly an emulator, but I have to find that one first. And who knows how long that will take, and who even knows if there even is an emulator for shit like that. I don't even know. So we'll just ignore that one for now. I would love to, don't get me wrong, but it's one of those where I feel like I just don't have that opportunity, I guess. Or maybe ever will, I don't know. It sucks, but that's just how things are, right? One opportunity I wish I never had was to play Crash of the Titans on the fucking DS. Oh my god. If you like that game, that's fine. That's you. I didn't. I did not like that game back then. And God forbid, who knows if I'd like it now. Maybe, I don't know. But every time I think about that game, I think about CC's Pizza, because I remember going there one day and just playing it, and I thought to myself, I hate this fucking game. That was like the first thought that hit my mind when I whipped it out at CC's. I was like, I fucking hate this game. I don't know if I hate this game more than I hate my life, but I sure as hell hate this game. No, I don't hate my life. That's just a joke. It's a joke, folks. I remember, like, reading my fucking Twitter, like going back to my Twitter a couple days ago and just reading it, and I seen all that stupid shit I said. I was like, damn, I said some mean shit before. I said some funny stuff too, but I definitely said some mean stuff on Twitter. But I do have my Twitter privated because of reasons. I'm not that much of a social kind of guy. You know, I have my circle and that's it. You know, I follow specific people. Sometimes I'll talk to others, but it's very rarely does that ever really technically happen. Oh, shit. What was that? Oh, no. It's the big nigga himself. Big nigga. What was that one fucking... I don't know. My brother sent me a picture. It was of... oh, yeah. It was about, like, who could stop Thanos. And it was a picture, like, big nigga. And then... It's like one of those, like, news channel pictures where it had on the bottom it said, like, breaking news. And Thor was saying something like, he's like, this motherfucker, you know, you don't want to fuck with him. He gonna fuck you up. Like, Thor said that. That was funny. Also, speaking about that, I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. I'm just going to give you my thoughts on Infinity War as a whole. I did not like it too much. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, of course you didn't, because you want to be one of those fucking cool guys, right? No, not necessarily. It's just, Yeah, well, yeah, of course. But no, I just didn't like the writing. I thought the writing just kind of was too predictable and too stale and just too cliche, I guess. I mean, yeah, you're expecting, like when you go to see a Marvel movie, you don't expect the best writing, but in my opinion, Black Panther did a better job at their pacing and everything than I feel like this movie did. I don't really like Tony Stark as a character. I don't mind Iron Man. I just don't like Tony Stark anymore. I didn't mind the first Iron Man movie. I remember seeing that. Oh, they do have another fucking attack, of course. Which we just witnessed like a few seconds ago and I didn't even pay attention to. Oh, you son of a bitch. So yeah, during this fight, you had to fight off Helios as well. Come here, you motherfucker. Yeah, he's gonna be a pain in the ass. They're all pains in the asses. Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah, we'll be alright. It's not a big deal. We're gonna have a new enemy that comes up later, but right now, let's just use Rage of Sparta and fuck these guys up. But anyway, I did like the action. I just didn't like too much of the story and the pacing. I thought some of the stuff were funny. I enjoy the Guardians. I loved Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, though. I remember watching those. I love those movies. And just recently, or like last weekend, I think, I bought Civil War and Thor Ragnarok so I can watch those. Because I figured I'm just going to enjoy them anyway. I have a good feeling about those movies. David said that Civil War is pretty good, so I take his word for it. My brother and David went with me to the movie, and I think they enjoyed it. They kind of agreed with me on some stuff and disagreed on some things too, so. Yeah, even as friends, like, I don't have to... My friends don't always just agree with everything I say, and I don't agree with everything they say either. We don't have to do that. Sometimes you just agree to disagree. That's the whole fucking point, but some people don't get that. Some people just think, like, my opinion is right, you're wrong, you're stupid, shut up. And I hate that. That's pretentious. Pretentious shit, which was one thing I didn't like about Tony Stark, or just... Even Robert Downey Jr. in general, I feel like he's just a pretentious cunt. He's like an overpaid actor that, basically like Johnny Depp, just overpaid actor that, thinks he's the best in the world and all that. But, everybody has their own opinions about everybody, so who am I to say anything, right? Alright, so after killing the Centaur, this guy's still alive, and usually this guy is. If you never come back here to notice it, you probably won't. So just check back here, check every corner before you move on, because sometimes they do, at least I do miss some of these assholes. Okay, so eventually, I think it's Atlas, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's Atlas. There you go. He looks a lot different now, but essentially the Titans have been freed. If we all remember what happened in the second game, so. I think no, we went back in time. Oh, that's right, we did, yeah. But then Zeus knew about us? I fucking don't know. Before I get on too far with this, I should upgrade my Blades of Exile, which is what I wanted to do, which unlocks the Spirit of Hercules, Valor of Hercules, Hyperion Fury, Athena's Wrath, which I don't like that one too much, and Army of Sparta level 2. And if I have enough, no. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, if I had enough, I'd upgrade the Claws of Hades. Try to keep as many civilians alive as you can. There is no like trophy or like any prize for doing it, but they give you health, so they do kind of help. And the reason why you need health is for this asshole right here. This is the Chimera. It's a half snake. Well, it's a third snake, I should say. Part snake, part ram, and part lion. And the first part is the fucking snake. These guys are assholes on cast mode, though. These guys suck dick. So one thing you can do is keep at a ranged distance and do some mediocre damage to him. He can also be hit by the fire, too. So that does kind of help. That first ram attack right there, you can block, and I think you can parry it, too. Now, the tail bite, like the snake bites, no. And the acid, no, you can't block it. They will knock you out of it. This part, I think, is probably one of the easier parts to take care of, only because he has 3 distinctive attacks. That one can be blocked and parried, as you see here. Yeah, if you're close up, he usually does it more often than not. If you're too far back, there is another attack that he can do, which, don't worry guys, we'll get to see more Chimera later that will probably do it. He has like a burning range attack, I believe. It's either his lion form or his ram form that does it, but now he's in his last and final form, which is this bullshit. So you can either jump over that or evade it, and he's got a ramming charge, which I believe can't be blocked and parried, so you can almost kind of predict it. Yeah. It's somewhat predictable, but still, yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can block it. Ah, you son of a bitch, but he's quick, though. That's the thing, is like, I want to... There you go, you can't parry, okay. Stop, you ass. You ass clown. I also feel like parries in this game never do enough damage, but that might just be me, though. So yeah, it's one quick time button, and then it is a nice mash circle finisher, and then there you go. So, now to take down the big bitch himself. Not Atlas, but Helios. So now if Helios is in the vicinity of essentially being in front of the ballista, that's a good time to shoot him. So like if he's in front of Kratos' view, then go ahead and launch it. That's my suggestion there. Don't worry about, you know, big nigga in the background. He ain't gonna touch us. He won't even bother. Even if he tried to, more than likely Kratos could probably throw his ass away because it's fucking Kratos. You know, he's a goddamn god. You know, I mean, he could literally just fuck up any dude. Practically. Alright, so anyway, time to ride the harpies. Now, there was one time, like a long time ago, I tried killing every single one of these just because. They all spawn orbs, so you can just do this, you know, kill one after another, but you will start running out, so. And shit like that will happen where you might let go and it's bad. If you see the blue aura flying around one of the harpies, that essentially means that you can jump toward them. So keep that in mind whenever you're going to make your jump. Of course, knocking these guys off the cliff is also a decent idea. Of course, get the parry in. I should show off what, you know, the Hercules thing is. There's that. What was it? The Might of Hercules? I don't remember what it's called. Then there's like the Valor of Hercules, which is a triangle, square one. Show that off now. Which essentially is just that. You finish off with a square finisher. There's also the rolling triangle, which I don't care for that one too much. Like Athena's Wrath, I think it's called. And we got Rage of the Spartan Army or whatever, level 2. So I keep pressing circle. God damn it! I need to stop doing that. I keep thinking the circle to grab stuff. Every God of War, for some reason, needs to change it. I don't know why. They need to make things more complicated, I guess. Make it more challenging from one to another. It's ridiculous sometimes. Now, loop. I know there's still stuff here that I can't get. I'm going to go ahead and grab. If I find any, I'm going to grab some now. Okay. There we go. Nope, wait. We're still missing some. Yeah, I'm very OCD about that. I need to get everything at least. Also, one thing you can do in here is you can get like a full combo going off just the item. This is where I found out you could do it at, actually. I remember like blowing all these little bastards up, and I was like, wow, you can actually get a combo off them. Doesn't last for too long, though, but hey, you know, I believe it gives you extra rage meter, so why the hell not? So what am I going to be doing with this? Well, you can actually ram it straight through these guys, which is funny enough. I know, it's weird, but you can put it right in the middle, blow them all up, and take these guys and kill them like that, and there you go. Not too shabby. Also, I don't know if I've shown this off or not, but if you run up to a wall with an enemy with square, like a square execution attack, you can slam their head against a wall, which is pretty cool. I like that, though. Very good attention to detail, which is one thing I like this game a lot for. This game, I think, did God of War justice in terms of mechanically. I think it did a great job at. Weapon-wise, I'd probably still give that to God of War 2 for having a great weapon system. Because God of War 1 just had like 2 weapons and 4 different pieces of magic, but I like the magic in God of War 1 than I did 2. I liked it better in God of War 1 than 2. But again, this is just my opinion, of course. I mean, granted, I still love Chains of Olympus. You know, even the magic there is relatively okay. I believe. It's just, you know, 2 felt a little bit weaker in terms of magic-wise. I mean, yeah, you had the Atlas Quake and all that, which was pretty damn powerful, but Kronos' Rage, like, come on, you know, just small ball of lightning and that's it. You know, what happened to Poseidon's Rage? You know, that shit was great. I know they wanted to change it up and make it more Titan-based, but still. Okay, so there's our little twink of the hour that we gotta go fight off and kill another god. I know, that's one thing God of War 3 does great at, is it's just one god after another. So these are new types of enemies here. These are shielded and speared enemies. Basically fiends that are normal, but they have this stupid-ass crystallized shielding around them, and if you attack them 3 times, they will counterattack with a spear jab, so be careful of that. And of course, we have a Cyclops, which I don't think I fought yet, actually. This might be the first time. Yeah, I believe this is our first time, because they're trying to show this off. Yeah, Cyclopses have been in God of War before in the past. This one's sort of similar to the ones in 2, which I believe started the whole riding Cyclops situation. You had the riders? Yes, I believe so. And this one is just... This one actually lasts a little bit longer, I feel like. And the ones in fucking, like, New God of War last quite a while, too. The ogres. They're pretty good. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I got, like, one final hit off that, and now you pull out the eye. And no, we don't have to pull out 20 different eyes in this game. Thank God for that. That was so annoying, though. I hated doing that back then. Even now, I just hate that shit. Hated it. Hated it. If you guys get that reference, you get 3 brownie points. Or you get 1 clout. Good job. Oh, okay, yeah, chop his ass up. And we're done. Alright, Helios. You're next, big boy. Big boy. You up next, bitch. Also, what's with his fucking teeth? That's always bothered me. That's how big his damn teeth are. Jesus Christ. Just makes you want to just grab his head, you know, just rip it right off his shoulders, you know? I don't know. I just feel like that. I don't know how Kratos feels about this situation, but we'll see how he handles this. This profound piece of shit. You lie, Helios. Again, like I said, the writing's very odd. So, what you have to do here is use the right analog stick and have Kratos' arm or hand, whichever one you prefer, pointing in the direction of Helios. That was actually a good one run. I think you actually can fuck that up and die. I think he does kill you with the sun power itself. Come on, shut the hell up. You lie, Helios. See? Even Kratos agrees. But yeah, what happens when you kill the god of the sun himself? You guys want to find that out? Well, let's turn Helios into a Pez dispenser. I bet he's got some candy inside. Uh-oh. Now Kratos is mad as fuck. Now he's mad as shit, boy! I'll never do that again, I promise. Looked like he punched him right in the back of the throat there, which just looks painful. And there we go. RIP! That's still pretty brutal for what it is. But yep, the god of the sun himself is dead. Which means there's no more sun. Or at least no more sunlight. They don't really depict this very well, honestly. It's just like clouds glooming over the sun, which makes a lot of sense. Makes everything darker nowadays. Storms are coming. And one thing to keep in mind, though, is if you kill off the sun god himself, then doesn't that kill off plants too? Because, you know, plants need sunlight and shit, so... Yeah... It was savagely earned. Well, it works, I guess. Hey, as long as it works, right? Which, also, I want to talk about one thing, too, is... How come when we went to Midgard in God of War, the sun is back? I mean, I know they're different gods, but, you know, does that technically count as a whole different realm as its own? Or something? Like, are we still on, you know, Earth or the same universe for that matter? I never really understood that. Because, like, we did all this stuff in God of War 3. We killed all these gods, you know. You would think that all these gods rule the entire world, not just Greece itself. But from what I'm understanding, apparently it's just Greece. So now we're in the Chamber of Eos, who doesn't actually die in the original Chain of Olympus game. But you do meet her. She's the sister. I think she's Helios' sister. I don't remember what she commands exactly. But I know she's got, like, her tits hanging out. Because, you know, it's God of War. You got to have tits somewhere. So there's that. If anybody wanted any kind of, like, character development on her, there you go. Yeah, that's what it was. Like, hey, you guys want to... What are we going to do with Helios' sister? Like, how should we develop her character? I don't know, but I think we should just develop some breasts. That's what I think she needs. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, so if you do one... Okay, if you hit triangle like that, you can... You don't blind the enemy, but you do like a temporary small stun, as you see there. Lasts for a few seconds, and they start to glow for a while. So that way you can kind of see where the enemies are at. But if you hold down triangle... You do this whole blast radius, which lights up most, if not all, of the room. And one good way to kill all these guys off, these harpies, is just whip out the good old head of Helios, charge up for full blast, and let them have it. Because they'll fall down and fall completely down and pretty much just die. So, yeah. It's, oh, you motherfucker. Or you can let them come to you like that. Like I did. Come on, come on. Poof. Yeah, if you do a full charge like that, you can pretty much stun a lot of these enemies. But yeah, Helios' head is used for a flashlight, practically, which is not a bad use, honestly. I mean, at least Kratos is very, what's the word I'm looking for? He's very convenient with what he does, you know? Yeah, he's relatively brutal about what he does with his actions, but... For the most part, he really gets stuff done, and he's really well crafted in how to make things work, you know? I'm just saying. Okay, so anyway, after we're done with that, you can climb over here. And luckily, you know, since this is a dark room, yeah, it's a little bit harder to see exactly what's going on, but you can still see for the most part, thankfully. I think there was one game, I don't know if it's this game or maybe like some other game in general, where if you walk through the dark, which I know some games I've done before already, you know, if you walk in dark areas without a flashlight, you die or you know, lose health or some crap like that. This, okay, yeah, actually this right here is a shining example, pun completely intended, because if you do not have that area lit up completely and you try to jump across it, you will die. At least, from my knowledge, that's what I remember happening, so... Don't really take my word for it too much. Try it out yourself and find out, but... As far as I remember, that's what happens.
It's getting close!
I told you, I cannot help you.
But you're the only one who can. I know it. I trust you.
You shouldn't.
Okay, so Atlas is still causing quite a stir outside, so we need to go take care of that. Which this next part doesn't make any damn sense of why we did it. No, actually, now it does. I remember. It's like now we don't like the Titans anymore because, you know, Kratos is just pissed off at everybody. Gaia betrayed him, but not all the Titans did, so why are we going to take our anger out on Atlas? Spoiler alert. Yeah, it's very strange, very strange. Like, Gaia makes sense, but Atlas didn't really do anything wrong. Where am I at? Oh, okay. So, I broke the game and I teleported, I guess. I didn't know Kratos could do that. And I fell down here instead. I guess I was moving while the camera was going, which is weird. Also, Wraiths, I believe their names are Wraiths, make a return in this game. You can pull them right out of their fucking hidey-hos. If they do that spin attack right there, they essentially pop out themselves. most, if not all the time, whenever you do like a full throttle combo finisher on one of them, they will go right back into their thing. So try to keep them in the air as long as you can. This is what happens if you kill one while he's in the air. And hopefully I can show you. Okay, there's the actual full throttle execution. There's one more execution I want to show off, which is the backbreaker thing. I'll show that in a sec if I can get him up here. If you press X while Kratos does that, you can, you know, get the jump going. Huh. Hopefully I can actually kill him with just this. Nope, not yet. Maybe one more should ought to do it, I think. I would hope so. There you go. Okay, so there you go. That's all 3 executions for them. That's done. I know I'm still missing some executions for some enemies, more than likely, that have not actually fully executed yet to show up what happens, but we'll get to that in a later date. Also, I'm pretty sure some people are probably screaming right now, like, just fucking upgrade! Jesus Christ. Well, I like to keep my stuff for a good while, as long as I can. I fucked that up. I forgot that this part does that every time. I hate that shit. But yeah, if you do not kill the arrowmen first, they will blow this up. Or at least they can. They should be able to. I don't want to be fucking wrong all the time. Can this game ever just work with me? There you go, see? But if you knock off a Wraith off the ledge, you do not get the orbs for it. Which I think is completely just bullshit. I don't know why they implemented that in the first place, honestly. I think it's dumb. You know, that's just me. Silly. I think it's completely silly that they would even bother. Like, why even have, you know, it to where some enemies, you know, can die that way, but these ones particularly don't when you throw them off a ledge, or it's just this one particular spot they forgot to develop or completely code for and probably just forgot about it, which would make the most sense in my opinion. Do we have? No, we don't. Okay. Fucking die. Yeah, the one time I actually wanted to show off the quick swap and the guy's already dead, of course. You want to do anything in this game and it doesn't happen. Alright. Now we can finally get the hell out of this place. I actually do not like this area. I don't like this one very much. Especially the labyrinth later on. That's another one I don't like too much either. For those that haven't played the game and know what the hell I'm talking about, then yeah. It's like that giant-ass maze. Not really a maze, but... No, it's not a maze at all. It's just, well, actually... The whole box area... And then... Everything revolved around it just completely. With, you know, the scorpion boss. Just keep it as that. And then, you know, the fucking minotaurs attacking the chain and shit. That's really annoying. So, yeah, before I head out of there, let's get this thing upgraded. So now we get the Tormenting Lash, which is L and square, and you can do it in air as well. So there is that. Oh, yeah, we also have this, too, the Fury. Oh, there you go. And, yeah. Alright, let me quick swap and show you guys what happens when you do this. It's better in air, I think, because I think it's quicker. No, it's probably like the same speed. Anyway, let's fly on up. This part's actually pretty cool. Like, I still love how Kratos still has his wings. But my question is, how does he lose them in God of War the new one? I'm not really sure. I mean, I know why as a gameplay standpoint, because, like, giving him the wings to fly would be probably too much of a hassle. But still, though. So, yeah, I have my controls. Up and down for me is inverted, but you can do, like, a quick evade like that. We do this 2 different times in this whole entire game, I believe. So, essentially just avoid these things as best as you can. I'm gonna fuck up. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna let it happen because not that I don't care, it's just I'm too beefy anyway. Why does it matter? If this was Chaos Mode, that's a whole damn different story. That one's a little bit tougher because, you know, you take one good hit, you might be dead. Which, I'll get to Chaos Mode at some point in time. Some point in time. Oh, shit. And that's it. Okay, so we're done. But not yet completely. We still have one quick time event to take care of. Because, you know, it's God of War. Gonna have a quick time event everywhere, right? And shoot the whoop. Sometime today. There you go. I think it's always circle, actually. So, yeah, I guess we killed Atlas to provide us leverage. Thanks. think that was? I guess. I'm not going to finish out this episode just yet. I'll make these. These ones are going to be a little bit longer, just majority-wise. That way it saves myself the trouble. I mean, oh shit. I'm about to fall! Okay, that was a bad idea on my end, actually. I stayed behind too long. Oops. But yeah, these ones will be a little bit longer just because, you know, why the hell not? These are too action-packed and filled with so much excitement. You know, you can't just contain it in 2 different episodes, or just in one whole episode. You gotta, you know, can't do it in like 30 minutes. Gotta do it at least 45, you know? 20 minutes is like way too short for me now. I feel like 30 minutes is just enough time. It's pretty much a half of an hour, you know, which is relatively what I spend doing anyway. Oh, fucking A, that hurt. There shouldn't be anything down there. This is not God of War 2. Stop fucking falling, Christ. Yeah, these little bastards are hard to get by. Because they're so damn big, though. That's my problem with it. Just how fucking big these falling rocks are. I hate it when these games do this, and Ghost of Sparta does it too. Oh, well, I especially hate the ones where you're climbing up the wall, and you have to jump back and forth between the walls. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like from God of War 2 and Ghost of Sparta. It's so annoying. Alley-oop, and I think that's it. Okay, so now we're on the fast track out of here. This should be the last time we have to do this. No, wait, there's one more time, I think. I'm not really sure. Off the top of my head, I think there should be one more time we do this. Because I thought that, you know, the second time would have came later, but this technically is the second time we do this. I mean, we're still in the first area of, you know, flying, so I'm not exactly 100% wrong about what I said. I was just confused. I confused myself here. So after we dodge all these, there will be, I think, if I remember correctly, that might be it actually. Yep. That's it. There's like nothing else coming up, so yeah, that's it. And now we are going to finally hit all the way up to the labyrinth, which again, it's a cool level, but this whole place just reeks of just pissivity to me. Like, I know it's gonna piss me off, but these are the caverns. I call it the labyrinth, whatever. Same fucking thing. I mean, we're pretty much going to the labyrinth anyway, so it's no big deal. And I think, like, as soon as we land, we probably have to get into another fight, which hopefully not. Not necessarily, no, but we're gonna have to do another fight eventually. So there's that, another Minotaur horn. We got one more, and then we can get fully upgraded. But you know what I'm gonna do, folks? I'm gonna end up this episode here, and next time we are going to take on one of the other challenges of getting across to where we need to go. So that's all I can explain. That's all I really know how to explain. Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time when we play some more God of War 3. And as always, take care, everybody.